was a fool too blind to see. I turned my back.
10 songs Michael Jackson wrote but gave to other artists. You've heard every single one. Some of them were massive hits. Some of them changed careers, and Michael Jackson's name isn't anywhere on the cover. You know, Say, Say, Say. You definitely know We Are the World, but here's what you probably didn't know. Michael wrote them, not just produced, not just sang background, wrote them, then handed them over. And tonight you're going to find out why. Number 10, All Right Now, Ralph Tresvant, 1990, 60 Seconds.
Yes, it's all right now, you see.
New Edition had just split, and Ralph Tresvant, the pretty boy, the smooth voice, the one they built the group around, he's putting together his first solo album, and he needs material. Here's what most people don't know.
Yes, it's all right now, you see. I'll be all.
Michael Jackson co-wrote a track for him, All Right Now, never released as a single, deep album cut. But if you own that self-titled debut, you heard it.
All you need, what a prize. I almost.
Michael co-wrote it with John Barnes, one of his trusted collaborators from the Bad era, and you can hear MJ's fingerprints all over it. The rhythm, the way the melody moves, that effortless vocal arrangement.
Stars today, 'cause it's all right now.
Ralph was riding high with Sensitivity, his #1 smash, but All Right Now was a different vibe. Quieter, more intimate, the kind of track that doesn't scream for attention but stays with you anyway.
'Cause it's all right now. Yes, it's.
And here's the thing, Michael didn't need the credit, didn't need the check. He was the biggest artist on the planet, but Ralph was a younger brother in the game, someone Michael respected, so he gave him the song. No fanfare, no press release, just dropped it into the track list and kept it moving. That's how Michael operated.
All it can be moved this time. Oh.
Ralph's debut went platinum, and All Right Now became one of those tracks real fans know. If you were deep into New Edition, if you followed Ralph's solo run, you know the one.
I can see that what is meant will always.
Number 9, You're the One, Jennifer Holliday, 1985.
You'll find what one a good man.
Jennifer Holliday, Broadway legend, the woman who stopped Dreamgirls dead in its tracks with And I Am Telling You I'm Not Going, one of the most powerful voices ever recorded. And in 1985, she's working on her second album, Say You Love Me.
There were many men, but none of.
Michael Jackson co-writes the title track with Alan Buzz Cohan. And if you've never heard it, you missed something. You're the One, never released as a single, just sat there on the album, and that's the wild part.
And if the love is real.
Michael wrote a song for one of the greatest voices in music, and it never saw the light of day as a single. The label went with other tracks. Hard Time for Lovers, No Frills Love, both solid, but You're the One was the opener, the statement, the moment that should have set the tone. You can hear Michael's production style all over it. The layered vocals, the build, that emotional crescendo. He wrote it specifically for Jennifer's range, and when she sings it, you feel every word.
I begin to doubt that I would find my truth.
But the industry didn't give it the push, didn't see the vision. And here's what gets me about this. Michael didn't write throwaway tracks. If his name was on it, he meant it. So Jennifer got a Michael Jackson original, and most people never even knew it existed. Real talk, only 9% of you are subscribed. That hurts. We're spending hours digging through archives, fact-checking every detail, bringing these stories back to life. And if you're watching this far, you clearly care. So hit subscribe. It's free and takes 2 seconds. Now, to my subscribers, barely any of you have joined the membership. And honestly, that stings even more. You know the work we put in. You keep coming back. If these videos have ever made you feel something, if this music means something to you, join the membership. It's one coffee a month, and it's the only way we keep this going. Let's build this together. All right, back to it. Number 8, We Are the World, USA for Africa, 1985. January 1985. Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie locked themselves in Michael's bedroom at Havenhurst for a week, writing, refining, building something that would change music history. Harry Belafonte had called. The Ethiopian famine was killing 1 million people. Band-Aid had just released Do They Know It's Christmas? In the UK. And Belafonte said, we need black folks saving black folks. Lionel agreed, called Michael, and they got to work. Lionel recorded melodies. Michael added music the same day, finished the demo overnight. Drums, piano, strings, chorus. Quincy Jones and Lionel couldn't believe he worked that fast. January 28, 1985, the recording session. 45 of the biggest stars in music all gathered at A&M Studios in Hollywood right after the American Music Awards. There was a sign on the door, check your ego at the door. Michael and Lionel's voices are woven throughout, but so are Stevie Wonder, Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, Diana Ross, Ray Charles, Tina Turner, Willie Nelson, Cyndi Lauper, Billy Joel. Everyone showed up. We are the children. We Are the World hit number 1. Stayed there for 4 weeks. Sold over 20 million copies worldwide. Became the biggest selling single of the 1980s. Raised over $63 million for famine relief. It won Grammy Awards for Record of the Year and Song of the Year. And it became more than a song, it became a movement. Michael Jackson co-wrote it, then gave it to the world, and that's the whole list. Number 7, Nighttime Lover, LaToya Jackson, 1980. LaToya Jackson is stepping out on her own, self-titled debut album, trying to carve her own lane separate from the Jackson family legacy. And Michael, her little brother who's about to become the biggest star on the planet, he co-writes a track with her. It's strong, it's real, I'm burning, baby. Nighttime Lover. Here's where it gets interesting. Michael and LaToya originally wrote this song for Donna Summer. Different title, Fire is the Feeling. Donna passed. So LaToya took it for herself. Michael produced it, sang on it. And if you listen close, you can hear his voice weaving through hers. LaToya performed it on American Bandstand in 1980. And for a moment, it looked like she might break through, but the single didn't catch fire the way they hoped. The album did okay. But Nighttime Lover never became the hit it could have been. And here's what you need to understand. Michael didn't have to do this. He was blowing up. Off the Wall had just changed his life. But LaToya was family. And family meant something to Michael, even when the industry didn't make it easy. The song has that late 70s, early 80s disco funk feel, groovy, sensual, the kind of track that would have fit perfectly on a Donna Summer album, but it became a LaToya Jackson deep cut instead. And if you've ever helped a sibling chase their dream, even when you knew the odds were long, you know how that feels. Number 5, Eaten Alive, Diana Ross, 1985. It's not impossible to do. Diana Ross, 1985. Coming off the success of Missing You, her number 1 hit earlier that year. And she teams up with the Bee Gees for her Eaten Alive album. If you can dance just what I can see, Michael Jackson co-writes the title track with Barry and Morris Gibb. He also co-produces and sings on it. Here's the problem. The song is a mess. Critics hated it. Incomprehensible lyrics, Diana's voice buried in echo, Barry Gibb's falsetto, and Michael's ad-libs drowning her out. It peaked at number 77 on the Hot 100, number 10 on the R&B chart, but only because R&B radio gave Diana more grace than pop stations did. And here's what's wild.
It's not impossible to do.
This was supposed to be a powerhouse collaboration. Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, the Bee Gees. On paper, it's unstoppable, but the execution, chaotic. Too many cooks, too many ideas, not enough focus. Even Diana's biographer called it out. Said releasing Eaten Alive as the lead single was a mistake. Set an unfair tone for the album, but here's what you need to understand. Michael didn't phone it in. He showed up, he wrote, he produced, he sang. He gave Diana everything he had. But sometimes even greatness can't save a bad decision. The song did hit number 3 on the dance charts. So somebody was playing it in the clubs, and the music video, directed by David Hogan, Diana playing a demonic Catwoman seducing men, that became a campy cult classic. But as a single, as a Michael Jackson co-write, Eaten Alive was a commercial disappointment. And if you've ever done everything right and still watched it fail, you know that hurts.
It's not impossible to do.
Number 4, Centipede, Rebbie Jackson, 1984. Rebbie Jackson, the oldest Jackson sibling. And by 1984, every single one of her brothers and most of her sisters that had already released albums. But Rebbie waited. She was 34 when she finally stepped into the studio. Wanted to raise her daughters first, Stacy and Yashi, make sure they were secure before she chased the music. And when she was ready, Michael wrote and produced her debut single, Centipede. September 1984, the song drops, and it's everywhere. Michael's backing vocals are unmistakable. The Weather Girls, Martha Wash and Zora Armstead, fresh off It's Raining Men, they're singing background too. And the production, pure Michael Jackson, layered, funky, tight. Centipede peaked at number 24 on the Hot 100, number 4 on the R&B chart, went gold, certified by the RIAA. And for Rebbie, it was validation, proof that she didn't need to rush, didn't need to compete with her siblings. She waited for her moment, and when it came, Michael made sure she had the best song he could give her. Here's what gets me. Michael dedicated the song to my mannequin friends. Nobody knows what that means, not even Rebbie. Michael had his reasons, his mysteries, but the song worked. Rebbie's album peaked at number 63 on the Billboard 200, number 13 on the R&B chart, and Centipede became her signature. The one song everyone knows, and if you've ever waited your whole life for the right moment, then finally took your shot, you know how that feels. Number 3, Muscles, Diana Ross, 1982. Diana Ross, 1982. She's transitioning from Motown to RCA, trying to stay relevant in the 80s. And Michael Jackson, fresh off Thriller Mania. He writes and produces a song specifically for her, Muscles. named after Michael's pet boa constrictor. True story. The song is Ross's answer to Olivia Newton-John's Physical. Fitness craze meets R&B, and Diana's purring about wanting a muscle-bound lover. It's campy. It's fun. It's undeniably 80s. Muscles hit number 10 on the Hot 100, number 4 on the R&B chart, held that pop position for 6 weeks, went gold, and it gave Diana her 12th Grammy nomination, Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. But here's what most people don't know. Michael sings uncredited background vocals on the track. His voice is there, layered in, supporting Diana the whole way through. In the music video, Diana dreaming of muscular men, campy as hell. MTV wouldn't play it much. They weren't playing many black artists in 1982, but BET put it in heavy rotation. And if you were at a black cookout, a roller rink, a house party in 1982, you heard Muscles. You know the one. Diana Ross telling you exactly what she's looking for. Michael gave her a hit, and she delivered. Number 2, Say, 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 Paul McCartney featuring Michael Jackson, 1983. Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, 1983. Two of the biggest names in music history, and they co-wrote a song together that sat at number 1 for 6 weeks. Say, 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 recorded during the tug-of-war sessions at AIR Studios in London in 1981. Paul McCartney brought Michael into his home. They wrote together at the dining table, traded melodies. Michael said later that working with Paul, no Quincy Jones to correct mistakes, just 2 equals creating, boosted his confidence. The song dropped in October 1983, right in the middle of Thriller Mania. Michael was having the biggest year in pop music history, and Say, Say, Say gave him his 7th top 10 hit of the year, his 3rd number 1. The music video is iconic. Bob Giraldi directed it. Michael and Paul playing con artists named Mac and Jack in a Depression-era traveling medicine show. They're hustling, performing, Michael's dancing, and the chemistry is undeniable. Say, Say, Say was certified gold, sold over 1 million copies, and in 2013, Billboard ranked it as the 41st biggest hit of all time on the Hot 100. But here's what makes this bittersweet. 2 years after this song, Michael bought the ATV catalog, the publishing rights to most of the Beatles songs. Paul had advised Michael to invest in music publishing. Michael took that advice. Then outbid Paul for the Beatles catalog. Their friendship never recovered, but Say, Say, Say remains, a moment frozen in time before the business ruined it. Number 1, this had to be The Brothers Johnson, 1980. The Brothers Johnson, George Lightning Licks and Louis Thunder Thumbs, Los Angeles funk legends by 1980. They'd already given You Stomp, Strawberry Letter 23, I'll Be Good to You. They were unstoppable. And for their 4th album, Light Up the Night, they got a co-write from Michael Jackson. Fresh off the success of Off the Wall, already working with Quincy Jones, who produced both Michael's album and the Johnsons' records. This had to be Michael co-wrote it with the brothers. He also sang backing vocals, though you'd never know unless you read the liner notes. The song didn't chart high, didn't become a smash, but if you were locked into that Light Up the Night album in 1980, you heard it and you felt the groove. Here's the thing about the Brothers Johnson. See, they were musicians, virtuosos, and Michael respected that. He wasn't trying to overshadow them. He was collaborating, trading ideas, building something together in the studio. That's how real artistry works. Not ego, not competition, just creation. And Louis Johnson, Thunder Thumbs, he ended up playing bass on Billie Jean a couple years later. So the relationship went both ways. Michael gave them a song. They gave him one of the most iconic bass lines in music history. That's how the game works when everybody's focused on the music.